That's right. You guessed it. It's another episode of The Statement Show, After Dark, with Jesse Jane. Before you start listening to Jesse, I just want to let you know about our website, thestatementshow.com. Click the affiliate link. Go ahead and see what we have to offer. Help support the show. Anyway, that's enough for me. Now, Jesse Jane.
What's up, guys? This is Jesse Jane, and you're listening to The Statement Show with Zach and Terry. And if you don't, I'll fucking kick your ass.
From the Night Shift Crew Studios in the DC metro area, this is The Statement Show. The lights are on.
Hey, guys, this is Brie Olson.
Hi, this is Chloe Moore. I'm Layla Price. Hi, guys, this is Bonnie Rotten.
This is Jackie Joy, and you are listening to the hottest podcast around, The Statement Show, with Terry James and Zach Casey.
Welcome back to The Statement Show. I'm Terry James.
And I'm Zach Chahy, and we are the podcast that fits in no category.
Tonight, we have Jesse Jane. I could sit and talk about her career and multiple AVN awards and all that, but who the hell wants to hear me anyway? Let's talk to the legend herself. Jesse, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. So what's going on in your world these days? Are you officially retired, or are you still doing movies? What you got going on?
I retired from movies. I announced that at AVN this year, but I mean, I'm still busy. Like, I just had my J-emojis come out, so I have my own emojis. I just signed a book deal, so I'll be writing my book this year. And then I'm going to have another app that I got created, a sex trivia app coming out soon. So I'm busy. I'm still busy. I just, I needed something new. And like the way the industry has become, it's just not the same anymore. When it was all glamorous when I was in it and fun and so, I was like 15 years. Yeah, I'm done.
So hold up. I'm sure you're probably about to ask the same thing. A sex trivia? Talk to us about this. What is a sex trivia app? What is that?
So think about this. So, if you look in your app store, there's no sex trivia apps. There's nothing about it. In fact, it's like, taboo in the industry. Well, so we're the first, I can't say where. Me and my partner were the first ones to create it, which will come out in about a month now. We're testing out everything, all the logistics and stuff right now. But anyway, so you can ask sex questions from my movies, any sex question that you have, and there'll be multiple choice answers, or sex questions from any mainstream movies. So it's a variety of different things, all having to do with sex. And then with the girl, the girl asking the questions and saying if you're wrong or right, you can dress her up as a naughty nurse or a maid it's fun.
Wow. Okay. So in other words, the answers are actually coming from you, not, in other words, if I was to ask a question, it would be an answer that you would give me?
Yes. And me or anybody else.
When's this app coming out?
Probably in a month or less.
So okay. Can be like iPhone and Android?
Yeah, of course.
And what are these Jemojis? What are those things? What do we got going there?
Okay, so my Jemojis are like my own emojis. So it has a bunch of like my faces doing different things. Some of them naughty, or hot dogs with dripping wet mustard dripping down, or tequila, because everybody knows I love tequila. Tequila bottles, just anything sexual innuendo. So what we could get away with on Apple and Android. But, it's really fun. So they're doing really, so that was good. That was really good. And I don't know, I liked it. It's pretty cool to say I have my own emojis.
That's true. So now, like, life after porn, what's this feeling like now? How do you, or is it kind of hard to get used to, or like going right into it?
Actually, no, I'm still really busy because I still do appearances and stuff, and I still do other modeling, and I'm doing a lot of mainstream stuff now. So I'm actually just as busy, and I'm not going to lie. Don't get me wrong. I love porn. I love having sex. Who doesn't love having sex? Come on, you're fucking.
Agree.
But like, I can still do that without filming. It's actually nice, because the way the industry got, there's so many rules and laws, because pretty much people were trying to shut it down. So honestly, they took the fun out of porn. And so honestly, it was kind of nice. It's a nice change, but I'm still just as busy. So I can't say that I've had a break yet.
So what exactly just for most of us that don't really understand what the rules and changes are, what are some of the changes you're talking about?
Well, they have the condom laws, and you can't shoot this, and this. Like, so many rules of telling you how to fuck. And like, you can't tell me how to fuck. I do what I want.
True. Now you
Like,
say
and
the
then
condom laws, like are they mandating them? Is that what you're saying?
yeah, they're mandating the condoms, like where you had to wear condoms, and you can't tell me people what to do. You know, it's
Wow.
I was like, our right, it's our body. You can't tell us, and they can wear. I hate them. Like, I do promote safe sex, but for me physically, I don't like them. So I'm like, dude, we're tested every 14 days. You can't tell me I have to wear one.
You're tested. Whoa, you're tested.
Don't feel good.
You're tested
Is that
every
right?
14 days.
Yeah, it used to, that's the new law, and that one I didn't mind so much, and neither did everybody else. It used to be every 30 days that you got tested for everything, but people do what they do on the side, and you don't know who people are sleeping with on the side, and you don't know if those people are clean. So when they changed it to every 14 days, that one I actually like. I was like, you know what? I was like, it makes me feel a little bit more comfortable. And who cares? It's just promoting safety for your own body. You know what I mean?
Right.
That makes
Right.
sense.
Well,
But it was just like a lot of things. Like you can't, I'm pretty rough. Everybody knows me for a rough scene. And so it's like different laws, and you can't cook here and this country, like all this stuff. And I'm like, yeah, no, fuck you. Like, I'm not going to sit there and be petted and do soft sex. That's not my style. I was like, no, thank you.
yeah, because are you familiar with the Netflix After Porn Ends? Have you watched either one of those with Netflix?
I have not, but I did hear about it.
Okay, so Netflix has obviously a second one coming out at the end of this one, and we have one of the guys, Darren James. I don't know if you're familiar with Darren, but he'll be on next week, and it's sort of one of those things where obviously Darren was contracted HIV, but his I think was in the time of the 30-day law, and that was kind of something that I was wanting to get into. But I'm glad you kind of brought that up, because now we're talking 14 days. Because what was happening was, someone might get tested one day, and then the next day they could go out.
Get it.
Exactly. And that's sort of what was unfortunate for you guys, I mean, the unfortunate part with everything in your all's business is, you have people that say, well, if these things happen, then what did you expect? But then you have the other side where it's like, really? I mean, do we really have to look at it? Like, I don't look at it like that. It's a business.
The thing is if you're getting in this business, you have the responsibility to know what you're doing on the side and keep clean or something, because you're bringing it in and you're risking other people's lives. So if you do that and you do that on purpose, you're a fucking fuckface and should get punched in the face. But you know what I mean? But
I do.
But it's the truth. But the thing is, especially with something like HIV, somebody can have it and it show up 6, 9 months, a year later. You wouldn't know and keep coming up with clean testing. So it just what sucks is what's hard is a lot of the industry, they're escorts. So you don't know what they're doing, how often they're doing it, and then who they're sleeping with, like their boyfriends, girlfriends, whatever, on the side. So, I mean, you just have to trust. Like, that's why when I've only had a contract, the whole time. I never worked free agent. I only came in with a contract. I barely shot any movies. Like, I think I have 120 something movies over the course of 15 years. Right. And most people do that in 2 to 3 or 3 or 4 months.
Let me ask you, is that because the industry's been diluted with the internet and it's profitability is down?
It is, and that's the thing. You'll have to shoot a lot more scenes. There's no contract roles anymore. You barely can have a contract. I got in right when it mattered, and you still had to buy porn, and it was, like I said, it was glamorous, and the industry was bigger, and there was so much money in. It was just so different than what it is now. Now it's anybody thinks they're a porn star. They're just by camming on a web. They're like, oh, yeah, I'm a porn star. No, you're not. You're a fucking cam model, but nobody knows. Stop. Stop. I don't think so, sweetheart. But so many people are like that. And, and then a lot of people do it for nothing, or now the way the industry is, because a lot of companies, went bankrupt and they're gone, So now girls, and people don't buy it because all the free tube sites with the internet now, the scene rates are lower than ever. So now, the talent now is a lot less glamorous, a lot less hot. I mean, it sounds mean, but
So
we used to have major talent. We used to have major talent. If you look back in the days, it was all these big name girls, and they were all crazy, super sexy. Now, don't get me wrong. So I don't want to be misstated, because there's plenty of pretty girls in there. But it's more like skater looking chicks. You don't have the super fucking bombshells walking in anymore. Yeah. You know what I mean?
You're right. Because at one point, Jenna Jameson was at the top, a lot like yourself, at the tip top of everything. And then it sort of started going to this. I don't even know what I guess what you were saying, it just totally went to a different.
it's a whole different thing. And that's the thing, because like the quality of girls have gone on. And not, like I said, there's always been good girls and bad girls, whatever, you know what I mean? But there's nothing like when it was back in like the prime days. Like, let's just be honest.
Do you have a favorite person like within the industry right now? Do you have a favorite person to hang out with? Do you still hang out with people in the industry?
Oh my God. Well, I hang out with a few people. Like I said, there's so many people who I love and adore, because they're great people. Like the industry is full of great people. You know what I mean? And a lot of people having each other's backs. But like, my two best friends are Nikki Benz and Alexis, Texas. And we hang out all the time. In fact, we do birthday trips. So each year we pick, the birthday girl picks where they want to go, and we all meet up and do vacations there for our birthday trip and everything. And I mean, we have fun.
Yeah, that's funny because that is the one person, Alexis, Texas, I'm speaking of. We get more emails regarding Alexis, Texas to get her on the show than I think any human.
Awesome.
I know, right? Isn't she so? We've gotten Alexis and yourself as the two people and we finally got one to get you. Now I guess it's time to get Alexis.
Now you fucking have me. Woo!
I know we do.
Well, so, what I've noticed with a lot of people, do you have like people that do your Twitter and social media, or do you do all that yourself?
No, I do it. I like to be like sometimes, I'm not going to say I'm the best at it. I'm pretty good, at least with Instagram. Twitter, I kind of suck at it. I try to post stuff or do the Snapchat thing. And honestly, I just kind of get so busy with shit that I forget. I'm like, oh yeah. I was like, I guess I should do that. But I do it. Nobody runs it for me. I don't like people running my shit, Yeah. Because I don't want them sending corny shit, or I don't want them sending like, oh, here, join my website. Oh, hey, you want to talk to me? Oh, here you go. Like fucking stupid shit that makes me look like a jackass.
So in other words, what you're saying is if you put some corny shit on there, we know it's from you. That's what you're saying, right?
Yeah, if there's some corny shit on there, then I'm being fucking corny. I might be having one of those weird moments or gone mental for a second and fucking corny.
Yeah,
that's not the case.
I was looking through some stuff there. I was messing around. I saw that you were in Italy recently, and I was like, I hate you. I cannot stand you. Oh,
can I tell you something? Okay, so Italy was great. I still can't sleep. I've only been home for 3 days. So I'm still in their time zone, but let me tell you something. So I was doing my appearances at the strip club there, and holy fucking shit. Like the standards of the girls at strip clubs in Italy, oh my God, they were all so fucking hot. I was just like, Jesus. It was like eye candy everywhere. And I was so sad because, usually I try to sneak some Snapchats and give my fans some views like, yo, look at the girls I'm looking at. Look at the stuff in front of my face right now. I know you're jealous.
That's funny.
And you cannot have your phone there. I was like, man, because the roster of talent there, I was like, woo, fuck. I was like, hey, what's your name?
You're probably used to going into the club and being at least, if not the hottest, probably one of the hottest people in the room. Then you get over to Italy and you're like, wow, okay.
You know what? But I'm like, I was like rare there because I was literally the only blonde in that fucking country.
Yeah.
I was the blonde. So not only was it kind of uncomfortable, because even, when I was playing, I've been to Italy before, but when I was playing touristy stuff, because I don't want to be stuck in a hotel every day for 2 weeks. And I'm like, okay, I don't speak Italian, but I'll figure it out. I'll get around. And we were going around, just everybody stares at you, no matter what. They just stop and stare and stop exactly what they're doing. And that's awkward. And I'm like, okay, just trying to take a sip of a drink or trying to eat a bite of pasta because all you eat over there is pasta and bread or pasta and pizza. And I'm like trying to take a bite. We're just watching it. I was like, yeah, this is kind of weird now.
well, not for nothing, but you are a pretty good looking girl. So how do you know people aren't just staring at you? It's not like you're either run of the mill. You're a pretty good looking girl. So.
Yeah, so the question is...
It's because, you know why? It's because I know for a fact I was the only blonde and I'm pretty white-skinned, so I definitely did not look Italian, so I stood out like crazy.
No, I've asked this question before, but I gotta know, do you ever going out somewhere and you see a guy that's with his wife or a girlfriend and whatnot, and he sees you and just kind of giving you that look like he knows who you are, but he just can't say anything?
Oh yeah, you know what? I even have women do that. It's so funny, but it's okay. I'm couple friendly. I twist both out.
Oh Jesus!
Just saying.
Do you like when you go out? Do you have any are there any celebrity friends like that you hang out with? Do you more or less just stay to yourself? Like who's the most famous? Who's the most famous celebrity on your cell phone right now? Who's the most famous?
Yeah, let's ruin a career.
I don't know.
Yeah, let's totally ruin your career. Come on, and theirs. Yeah, come on.
I don't know. I have a few.
No one's listening. I promise. No one's listening. It's just between us right now, Jess.
No, I have a few, but it's whatever.
So that means I'm not saying shit. Is that what you're trying to tell us?
I'm not saying.
Fair enough. That's fair enough. So on your days off, like, okay, all right. So Jesse's riding down the street right now. We're in the car. We're doing our thing. What kind of music are you cranking right now?
And now it depends well, right now I'm listening to my boy Machine Gun Kelly's new album that just dropped. Duh.
I am with you.
That's what I'm listening to right now.
It's just that album is so amazing. Oh.
Dude, it's so good. He's sick. Kells is sick. Like, yeah, it's just sick. I love that album. So actually, I've been rocking that out.
I seen in the one that you had like an AC/DC shirt on or something. So do you like the metal? Is that what you're like?
I'm literally I like all music, but I am a rocker chick at heart. Like I love 80s rock and stuff, but like I'm not gonna lie, I love some rap and I love country. In fact, tomorrow I'm going to Tim McGraw Faith Hill concert. I ain't ashamed. I listen to everything. But seriously, I'm a rocker chick.
Well, the older you get, the more your taste broaden too. So.
You know what it is though? It's like people, you listen to rock, or you say, they know you as a rocker chick, and then you're like rocking out something else, and they're like, oh, I thought you were a rocker chick. Yeah, you know what, bitch? I can listen to more than one type of music.
Right.
It's not like you have to pick a genre of music and be like, yo, that's me. That's it.
Yeah. I mean, because Machine Gun Kelly's not. I mean, it's hard to describe his type of music. You do have rap.
It is actually rapper,
guitars, and what is it? I don't know what it is.
Wasn't that like wasn't it Limp Bizkit that did that kind of music?
Badass.
And that's true. You say Limp Bizkit? I mean,
isn't that the type of music?
I guess from
I like him too. I liked him, Little Feathers, when he was out. Yeah, I like his song. Who doesn't like the Nookie? Come on.
My first love will always be Metallica. So
fuck yeah, who doesn't love Metallica? They're number one. Let's just be honest here.
Of course, I grew up like
it's sad but true. No,
I grew up listening to Metallica, but then I always had this fascination with Motley Crue and those groups right there too. So
well, yeah, you have Motley Crue, you have Poison, Guns N' Roses, even Warrant. Any of them.
Yeah, I had to admit I was a big Poison fan. Fan. Now I look at the album cover and think, what the fuck was I thinking? Holy shit! So
what the fuck, man? No,
so yeah.
What about like movies and stuff, Jesse? What's your favorite movies? What do you go after?
I'm going to tell you, I love going to the movies. That is literally my favorite thing to do, besides going to a sporting event. Everybody knows me. I'm a sports chick. I'm a tomboy. I'm the tomboy probably the most tomboy you'll ever meet. So I love going to sporting events, but I do love going to the movies. In Oklahoma, where I live, we have a movie theater where it's called the Director's Suite. You go upstairs, the seats recline, heat up. There's a bar upstairs, and then you can order alcohol and food to your seats the whole time during your movie.
Oh, that sounds like the Draft House. Yeah, it sounds. There's a place out here called the Alamo Draft House that does the same kind of thing. So
it's fun because, honestly, I make appearances, so I'm in a club all the time. So I don't every time. Sometimes when I'll go for people's birthdays, but otherwise, I feel like I'm working when I go to the clubs. Like I'd rather go to some dive bar or go to the movies and have some drinks, where I can actually hang out and talk to my friends and, just have a fun time, but a little bit more chill.
So what's the last movie you saw?
What is it? Guardians of the Galaxy last night.
Oh, really? How is that? I wanted to see that. Don't ruin it though.
It was good. Yeah, I won't tell you, but I'm just going to tell you there's definitely another one.
Oh.
Stay for the credits. Guess what? It's not just one thing. You have to stay for the whole time because there's 5 things that you have to watch for.
Well, that's like the new thing too, man, because everybody stays now until the end of the credits because they want to see that little last scene that people that put in.
But usually it's at the end and it's only one.
Oh,
this one, they stop the credits and then they'll keep rolling. There's 5 things.
Now, did you see Deadpool? Have you seen that movie?
Of course. I mean, duh.
I'd figure you'd say that. So.
Of course. Couldn't be the fact that it was a good movie. It's just Ryan Reynolds, right?
I mean, hello. I don't miss not one of his movies.
Oh, Jesus.
Believe me, I know. I went and saw what is that? What was that Matt Damon movie about a zoo or whatever the hell that movie was? And my wife wanted to go see it. And I said the only reason I'm going to see this is because of Scarlett Johansson. We bought a zoo.
Oh,
That's
I know,
what
she's so hot.
It's like that's the only reason I want to go see this.
For me, the one I saw with him, and we're all talking about like we got a thing for Ryan Reynolds, but he was in a movie with Sandra Bullock a few years back where he has to pretend to marry her. I saw that one. Oh my God.
Oh yeah,
that was
the proposal.
The proposal. That's
Yeah.
my favorite. I love that movie.
A great movie.
That is
You're right.
an awesome movie. And my wife looks at me like I'm crazy, but I love that movie. And she doesn't even love it that much. She made me watch it.
It is on my iPad for when I travel.
But Sandra Bullock, oh my gosh, I always thought she was the hottest ever since Speed. So.
Oh yeah, you like that one, huh?
Oh yeah, she's the best. So.
She has that natural girl next door beauty and the witty humor and stuff and the personality. She's a cutie.
Oh yeah.
Well, I don't mean, obviously we don't want to rush things, but we know Jesse's got to get moving here. And I apologize to the fans at like the billion different emails that we got, but I do have one that I really quickly want to hit with you, Jesse, before you.
Are you going to ask that?
I can spare 5 more minutes.
We got one where somebody, he like machine gunned 50 different things into one question.
Oh my! Oh no! Okay. If you've got 5 minutes.
I got 5 minutes. Machine gun me. Here we go.
I'm like, holy shit!
Are you sure you want to hear some of these crazy? Okay.
Yeah, I like crazy.
Okay, all right. I shouldn't say that. And I'm just going to say his name is David. That's all I'm going to go with. Just out of. I'm not doing this. Okay. But anyway, are you ready for this? Okay. Here we go.
Give it to me.
Have you ever been to India?
Not yet.
What was your inspiration for the emojis or the J-emojis?
Because I wanted to do sexual innuendos on the phone.
Have you ever owned a motorhome?
No.
Have you seen a tornado?
Yeah, I live in fucking Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. Where the buffalo roam. Oh, I love it.
Do you play any musical instruments?
No, I fucking suck musically.
What is the competition for the Union Jack guitar?
What?
I have no clue.
Oh, yeah, for the Rolling Stone thing. Yeah, I don't even know the contest. But you win the guitar.
What the fuck is with these
Rolling
questions?
Stone.
Holy shit.
Have you ever been to Wales in the UK?
Yes.
I'm sorry, David, but those are the most random questions I think I've ever heard in my life.
Very fucking random.
The next one, let me guess. The next one is, will you marry me? Are you single?
Well, that wasn't actually one of them. Was yeah. Well, let me get to that one. But the one was, will you be my girlfriend?
I'm sure you never get any of those. Right?
I don't do boyfriend girlfriends. No, not my
well,
thing.
Okay, so here it is. This one I can say because this was kind of. I'm gonna let you go on this note right here.
I think you could say anything because you know why? The show's fucking uncensored.
Yeah, there you go.
Whatever you want.
Whatever.
This one.
Whatever. So
this one is from Keith Collins. Are you ready? All right, we're gonna end it on this one because he said, I see a big diamond on Jessie's finger in social media pictures she posts. Ask her if she's engaged. No,
I just like big diamonds. Girl can't buy herself some diamonds.
He's saying, assuming since she's retired, now is she settling down?
No, I'm never going to settle down. I'm wild at heart, bitches.
Oh.
So they make it sound like just because you're not doing movies anymore, you're retired from life.
I must be because I'm married.
You're in the rocking chair doing nothing.
Be like, don't tell them don't be weird.
Keith Collins, don't be weird, but he did say, wish her the best for me too. So there you go.
But thanks. Aw, how sweet.
All right.
Jesse, I know you got to get moving here, and we appreciate your time. Thank you so much for joining us. You're amazing.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely, and best of luck with everything that you're doing.
Yeah,
and
spread the word to all your friends if they ever want to come on. We're here.
Yeah, maybe
spread
Alexis,
the word
Texas.
Spread your leg.
What's that?
Hey, get Alexis over here and tell her to get on our show. I can't get her.
You know what? I will. I'm going to do that just for you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right, Jess.
Thank you, Jesse.
All right.
Enjoy.
Bye, guys.
Woo, she's wild, man. Oh, man.
So I'll tell you, man, me and Terry have been working on this format. We're trying to figure out how we're going to rejigger the show a little bit. I think when you start doing something for a while, you always kind of want to switch it up a little bit. And you get people that you listen to that you have aspirations to be kind of like, and you don't want to copy them, but you kind of you like their style and you want to emulate part of it. And I'm a big fan of Adam Carolla, but Terry recently got me hooked on Joe Rogan's podcast. So I'm going to tell you right now, I know a lot of people, they're like, don't ever pump somebody else's podcast. Who the hell cares? I love podcasts. I'll always listen to them.
I said that with KO last week. I don't understand why people can't say that. I don't understand that. How come you can't look at someone's podcast, like it, and then on your own podcast say that you like that one? Why is that such against the rules?
Yeah. So what I'm going to tell you right now, I don't know what you got on your phone right now. I'm going to tell you right now, I've got some of the top ones. I listen to a lot of tech podcasts. I'm a big tech person. And so I listen to a lot of stuff with Leo Laporte. He's got a big network of podcasts. They're all tech related in different categories. And I think if you're into tech, you'd love that. Adam Carolla, he does a podcast like every fucking day, like 5 days a week. And he tours and he does all the different projects, and he's done a lot of documentaries you should check out, by the way. So I'm a big fan of Adam Carolla. His shit is, he's quick witted. He's really cool. And then, of course, you got me hooked on Joe Rogan, you bastard. So it's like, I'm going to tell you what. So one of the other things when you're doing a podcast, you always try to figure out what's the time limit you're looking for. Are you trying to do like half an hour, 2 hours? I think our sweet spot is anywhere between, 40 minutes to an hour. That's kind of our target range.
Right.
But Joe Rogan is he's like hour and a half, 2 hours. So I went back and checked out that one he did with Kevin Smith, and that was 4 hours long. And
what he did with James Hetfield, I think, was like an hour and a half or two or something like that. It was long.
So, yeah, exactly. I'm not like a huge UFC fan, but I know he does a lot of the hosting of the UFC, but I'm going to tell you right now, he's fucking awesome. I think his style of podcasting is incredible. So if you do any commutes, that's just a cool podcast to listen to. If anybody is looking for a new one, try what is it called? The Joe Rogan Experience?
Joe Rogan Experience, yeah. Well, I mean, I know when you and I began podcasting, we sat around and we thought, we're going to look at this format or that format. And I think that, for me, I always like to listen to Howard Stern. I was a Howard Stern. You were an Adam Carolla guy.
Yeah.
And,
well, I like Howard Stern too, but I never listened to him on Sirius.
Oh, okay.
I'm my own personal little rant, because I might, drive off a little bit here, but the whole Sirius radio thing, Sirius XM thing, I always had a hard time with, you buy a car, you get it for 3 or 4 months or 6 months or whatever it is, and then you go ahead and try to get it. It's kind of expensive, and why would you want to listen to satellite radio when you have your phone and you can pump everything on your phone through your speakers and download podcasts and your music? And I listen to all my music through my phone, through my car all the time.
Yeah. I mean, the way they're working things now, whether it's remember with phone bills, you were $60, $70, $80 a month or whatever for a home line. Well, now, you can get Magic Jack or whatever for $10 or $15.
Oh, don't get me started, man. So I remember we dropped our home phone line a few years back, maybe 3 or 4 years ago. I'm thinking, oh my God, we're going to save a lot of money. I think we saved maybe less than $10 a month. It was almost not even fucking worth it.
With Magic Jack?
No, the regular phone line, a regular phone line, or landline. Oh, okay. So we're on cell phones only. So, because it's what everybody is. And I'm paying, back when we first got our cell phones, I never to this day ever would have thought I'm paying well over $200 for my cell phone for 3 cell phones. It's ridiculous. You're paying half a car payment.
You're right. It's bad.
And then if you add my cable bill with my internet on top of that, I am making a car payment, and not like Ford, Fiesta or Ford. I don't even know if that's a real fucking car anymore. Not like a small car, like a major SUV, so like a suburban kind of fucking car and shit. So.
I don't know, man. Everything's expensive. Everything just sucks anymore. I mean, whether you have direct TV.
All right. So tomorrow we're getting delivery.
It's depressing.
Tomorrow we're getting delivery of new beds. So we got some new beds while we were out, and you go out and you think, first of all the bells and whistles they have with all this shit anymore. It's like when you find this stuff, it's like, it was, what is it? Hybrid with the memory foam and the spring and the memory foam hybrid. Then you have just the memory foam beds
and a sleep number and all these other crazy
Oh my God,
things.
The sleep number beds. Just in case anybody was thinking about looking into those, unless you got anywhere between $5 to $10,000, don't fucking worry about it.
Let me give you a hint. If you're ever listening to a commercial and a commercial says go to this website, go to the Sleep Number website and put in the promo code blah, 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 and you'll get $500 off of your mattress. My mattress is $500.
Yeah. So this, I mean, you can go to Costco and get a fucking,
off,
yeah.
Yeah.
You go to Costco and get a fucking $500 mattress for the discount. So I'm going to tell you right now, we're spending well over, I think we're close to $3,000. We're getting a new mattress for my daughter. She's getting just a memory foam bed. She really liked that. And we're getting, one of those hybrid ones with the, so it's got memory foam and it's got your spring bed, and then it's got something like silver in it, apparently, because it holds to cool temperatures.
What?
I don't know, dude, but it's a comfortable bed because I'm going from our bed's like 10 years old. I didn't even know it was like that old. So apparently you're supposed to be changing your bed out like every, 7 to 10 years, something like that. It gets worn out.
So 2 mattresses were $3,000?
Yeah, somewhere right. That's about the fucking neighborhood. And when you walk up to these mattresses, so they have these flaps over them. You open the flap and that's where all the pricing is. So if they hide the price, it's going to be fucking expensive. So that's like everything though. It's like when you first check shit out. I mean, if you never see the price up front, you're going to be paying an arm and a leg.
Were the mattress salesmen, were they like used car salesmen? I mean, I could just see like in the Sleep Number
fucking
places.
shark fin coming out of the water.
So like they just come up, oh, check out this beaut.
So here's how you go look at a car. So what you do is you get on there, you use like that True Car app to fucking check out the prices and shit. Then you fucking drive to the car dealership. And what you do is you call it hit and run looking. So you drive in, you find a car you like, you put it in park with your car running, run out real quick, look at the sticker, look at the car real quick, have the other person in the car staring at the fucking dealership door to make sure they don't see the person coming. And then, you got like a timer because right away, everybody at their desks are looking up like, we got one, fresh meat. And it's like you've chummed the waters.
Turns, don't they?
Yeah,
don't they take turns?
Yeah, you chum the waters. So I just bought a Ford Explorer, so I've gone through this. Mm-hmm. But the guy I got had just started. But I'm going to tell you what, those prices, holy shit. We got our car almost $10,000 less than sticker price. I'm going to tell you, you could wheel and deal that shit down. Now, I'm not a big fan of going for the foreign cars. I like the Fords, and just because I just like the look of them and I like the way they drive. But I'm going to tell you, when you go to the foreign automakers, they're kind of snobby when they walk in. You try to get a discount, they kind of act like, who the fuck are you? Get out of here. We're not giving you
That's because they don't need to. Only the American cars need to do that. You understand that, right?
But they're
import cars sell.
It used to be the case that because they had better quality. That's not the case anymore. So
no, their resale just holds 10 times better than any American car out there.
Because it used to be like if you had a Ford and it had like when you hit like that 100,000 mark, that was pretty much the death knell of your car.
Yeah.
So
well, I mean, we had a Expedition. We had 3 of them before we got our Sequoia, and the resale value on the last one that we had, the last Expedition that we had was the Eddie Bauer Expedition. It was top of the line. It was everything.
That's another thing. What the fuck is the whole Eddie Bauer? I'm swearing a lot on this show, but
it's just the trim. That's all. It's just the trim. It's just the line that's like maybe the Eddie Bauer will have the heated and the cooled seats or different style of cup holders or different trim or, it's just that kind of stuff. It's the bells and whistles.
They're like charging you a fucking premium for that shit though, right?
It was a little bit more. Yeah. I mean, I don't remember exactly how much more.
Did you go new or used or?
No, I don't ever go new. I never go new on the cars at all. See, I'm the exact
opposite. I don't buy used.
Yeah. I can't, I completely hate the fact that if my car is $25,000 or $30,000, the minute that I drive it off the lot, it depreciates $3,000 the second that the wheels turn. I don't understand.
Yeah, I'm afraid I'm going to end up buying a car because with somebody else's problem. So look at me. It's like I feel like the cocksucker. I'd be the one fucking getting that car just like me. So we got years ago, we had a Dodge Grand Caravan and we traded that in and the fucking heat just went out. But it was just as the weather was changing into the good weather.
That's because you owned a Dodge Caravan.
I'm going to tell you what, that is not a bad car. But when you got kids, when you got kids, that sliding door is really convenient. So I'm going to tell you right now, if anybody who makes fun of the Dodge Caravan, it's spacious. You got a lot of room. It's spacious. It doesn't drive bad. And when you got a kid and you got to open those side doors that open, that's gold, man. That saves you time. And plus you got to load, you have one kid and you know what the fuck I'm talking about. There's like a barrage of bullshit you take with you everywhere. So strollers, diaper bags, all the extra bullshit you're going to carry. And
my SUV does all that except for sliding door.
See?
And it has 4-wheel drive. Uh-oh. Bang. mic drop right there with the 4-wheel drive. Go ahead. I can't wait to hear your response to this one.
Well, I would say,
and you look like a fucking dork driving a minivan.
Yeah, that's true. You're not going to be, I think my wife was all gung ho about getting the minivan because she knew I wasn't getting no chicks in that fucking thing. She's like, that screams fucking married or gay. One way, one or the other.
This dipshit is getting no pussy when it comes
So so if you're married, you get no pussy. And if you're gay, you get no pussy. So either way.
If you drive a minivan, no one's getting any.
Not a fucking chance. So
there's no way that when the minute you got your minivan,
why do you think they sell them with the TV?
You weren't taking pictures.
Why do you think
like, look at my new ride?
Why do you think they sell them with the TVs in the back of the seat so you can watch fucking porn?
You know what's funny?
Jesse Jane porn. There you go.
We've known each other a long, long time, and I've gotten pictures from you from your Focus. I've gotten pictures from you from your
I never had a
most
Focus.
Recent. No, what was that?
That was a Fusion. We just got rid of. We just got rid of that too.
Yeah, the Fusion.
Hey, dude, that's what the fuck I'm talking about. We just dropped $1,000 getting that fucking air conditioner fixed. Okay, and you know what it was? It's just it's like a $45 sensor, but all the money is the labor because they have to tear the whole damn dashboard apart to replace that sensor. That's all it is. So you get that $45 part. And the rest of it was labor, $1,000 fucking dollars. And then 3 months later, we trade the fucking thing in. That fucking kills me. No. We actually had it longer. We went through the whole winter with it because obviously we didn't need the air. So basically we had it for the air, for the summer months. And then the winter went through and then we unloaded. We just unloaded to get this Explorer. So
all I'm saying is this. I've known you for a long time. I did not see pictures with the car. I did not see, I seen pictures with you when you bought your car. I seen pictures when you just bought your SUV.
Yeah.
I've never one time ever seen a picture of you standing beside that minivan ever in your life.
I said it was a convenient vehicle. There's no way I'm going to document my ass in one. So no way. So
my God.
I gotta say, I drive around a Ford Escape, which is like the starter SUV kind of deal. And then we went for this Ford Explorer, and the Ford Explorer is it's a V6 with cause I was originally going for the V4 or the 4-cylinder because of the economy as far as gas and the whole 9 yards, thinking it'd be a lot better. But they gave me a great deal on the V6, and it has 4-wheel drive. And, up here in Maryland, we're outside of Pennsylvania area. We're close to the DC area, so we go with DC Metro. But it doesn't snow that much. It's like, why spend all that fucking money for 4-wheel drive when you don't barely ever use it? Maybe once every other year. I mean, look at this last winter, dude. We didn't get nothing. It's
but
like
when you do your stuff
really
on the Beltway forever.
Well, that's the thing. So if you're up here in the DC area and I would say there would be specific times, but it really can happen anytime. Other than, I don't think 4-wheel drive's a necessity. Just don't be a fucking moron and leave your gas tank on E when you're driving on the Beltway or on the highway, because I hear with the traffic jams, you're fucking stuck.
All right. So you know me. I'm sitting here making fun of American, but I have a Jeep Wrangler as well. So my thing is
those I've heard are fucking expensive to fix.
I haven't had any issues luckily, but the thing is this. The 4-wheel drive in them are amazing. I mean, they are obviously the 4-wheel drive of the decade. They're great for 4-wheel drive, but here's my thing. I had a guy that I was talking to. He told me that he was going to be coming within the area, but it was going to be snow. And this was like 2 years ago, I think, Zach. But anyway, he goes, I'm going to be coming into the area. I said, well, we're going to be getting a pretty substantial snowstorm, so watch it. He goes, I'm not worried about it. I got front wheel drive, saying the exact same things as you. Don't worry about it. We'll be fine. Just act like you have some sense. Well, the dumbass tried to make it here and couldn't. He could not make it in this. Oh, what was that thing? I think it was like a Hyundai Elantra or something like that. So he's trying to make it. So I had to go pick him up in the Jeep. My 4-wheel drive, should I say, Zach? So
whatever.
So,
did it make a big difference though? The 4-wheel drive?
Yes.
Oh, all right.
Is yours 4-wheel drive or 2-wheel?
What, the Explorer?
Yeah.
It's 4.
Okay.
So I'm going to tell you, they break it down though. So like the knob, I remember it used to be like a stick shift kind of deal. So now 4-wheel drive is like, they have a knob on the dash, or not the dash, it's like a little turning wheel on the bottom underneath the armrest. Mm-hmm. And it's got like 3 different levels. And one of them is for sand terrain. One of them is, I can't remember what I'm not sure if one of them is about for water or something like
it's
that.
like mud or water or something.
Yeah, mud. You're right, mud. And then it goes like high end snow. So now there's different levels to the 4-wheel drive. So the computer tells it how to interact and react to the different types of terrain that you're on. But I'm gonna tell you right now, the cool part is the backup camera and the different areas that you can see how it shows you. But I was in a buddy of mine. We had gone to Starbucks. We did a run up to Starbucks, and he was showing me. He has what is that? The Rogue. I can't remember. Is that a Nissan?
I believe it. Yeah, Nissan.
So he showed me his. I really gotta say, everybody's got the whole backup thing camera going, but everybody's got like their little spin on it, and his actually shows the regular backup camera, and then on the right of it, there's an image where it shows like the top view of the SUV from above, and it's not like the actual picture because like the only way we could do that is if it floated a fucking camera from the top and showed it projected down. But anyway, it's like a top view look, and it shows all the way around the car, like 360 all the way around the car. So I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So let's put it this way. There are some awesome features on the new cars today, but it really comes down to how much do you want to spend and how much do you... If you want to stay into the $18,000 to $20,000 range, then if you get automatic windows, you fucking consider yourself lucky.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because 18 grand, guess what? You are the automatic. It's your fucking arm. If you have power steering, consider yourself lucky. Oh, by the way, the car is going to be so small. If anybody hits you in it, you're driving a portable coffin. They can just bury you in the fucking car.
Isn't that mandatory now? Power steering?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I don't know.
Power brakes and power steering.
I don't know if those are. I don't know if those are mandatory or not. I really don't. I drove years ago.
I remember 1970.
When I first started driving, I learned in a Ford Fiesta. I got my driver's license because I drove for a pizza company, and they needed me to deliver pizza. And so the owners helped me get a fucking driver's license. But yeah, I drove. They had a Ford Fiesta. I remember because we used to fucking lay into that car. We would a buddy of mine. We put it fucking neutral, rev the engine up, and just throw it and drive and listen to the thing. Because we thought it would be cool to listen to the tire screech, or that the car would make such loud noise. We were trying to pummel that car because
a pizza delivery driver.
Yeah,
I couldn't imagine you being a pizza delivery driver.
Are you kidding me? So you would.
How
hear
long
me...
did you do it?
Oh, I did Pizza Hut too. So I did for like years. So I got another rant, by the way, but to get into that. So I drove for Pizza Hut for years. I drove pizza all over the place and up in the Lancaster County area, up in the Amish market area. Amish people fucking get pizza, by the way, just in case you think they do.
Stop it.
Oh, hell yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah. They don't tip. They don't tip either. Just in case you thought, hey, they're cool people. They don't fucking tip. And they don't have phones.
Deliver a pizza to an Amish guy.
They don't have phones, but they have no objections to going to their neighbor's house and using their phone to fucking order pizza.
Right. Oh yeah, sure, okay.
So they'll get pizza, and then when they give you money, their money smells like dirt because they fucking bury their money in the dirt in the backyard.
You're just making shit up, man.
Oh hell no, I'm dead fucking serious.
They bury their money in the back.
So, do you ever order pizza now online with the apps?
I have, with the app.
So, do you ever notice? I don't know if anybody, you take notice of this when you're ordering pizza. It's like fucking $3 delivery charge.
Yeah, I guess it is. I don't know.
And I asked the driver, they're like, "Oh, they don't get that money." I'm like, "So that's the fucking pizza company raping you for fucking $3." So basically, add $3 to the pizza price because that's where they're making their money at, and the driver's not getting that money.
So
you're tearing the shit out of your car, by the way.
The charge is $15 an hour. I mean, $15 for the pizza, and then you add another $3 for whatever. What's that $3 for? What do they consider that?
Delivery charge.
But
the driver doesn't get it.
So you would still have to tip him in order for him to make.
Back in the day, I can't say for how it works today, really, honestly, but I could say back in the day when I worked for pizza, what they do is they start you with what they call a bank. So they give you $20, $1s, $5, and like $2, $3 and change, and that's your bank. And then so as you do each delivery, they would take 50 cents off the hit. So they deduct 50 cents from the bank. So you did 10 deliveries, that's $5 off your bank. You owe $15 back at the end of the night. So I'd fucking put I'd stop at the gas station, put $2-3 in at a time because I'm living off of tips. And then you go into the computer and you're supposed to type in what you make for that day. And then you're supposed to put in your tips so that the government can take their taxes off your fucking tips. So basically what they do is they hit your paycheck for the taxes of the tips. So as you can imagine, a lot of people were making no money or zero or $1. So
Jesus God, man. Oh, that's horrible.
This is in no way an admission of me ever doing that. I properly claimed all tips on all of my wages when I worked for Pizza Hut. When I was 18, by the way, I'm past the statute limitations. But so I always claimed everything. I would never, ever cheat the IRS. I'm a true patriot and would never, ever, ever do that. Now, Terry, on the other hand, Terry, I've heard stories.
No, you've never heard any. I'm as good as, but I do have some questions. Now it's time to interview Zach. Okay. So Zach, the delivery driver, I'm going to interview, not Zach, the podcaster, Zach, the delivery driver from back in the day. Zach, did you ever spit on someone's pizza?
No.
Did you ever say a pizza got messed up, but actually deliver it to your friends?
No.
Man,
I worked at Pizza Hut. I worked at Pizza Hut. I didn't have any fucking friends. No, actually, I had quite a bit of friends. We all hung out and worked at a lot of the people I worked with were my friends, and then buddies of mine. So there was an opportunity to get a lot of free pizza because basically what they would do is you would get you'd go in, the shift manager would be like, hey, we're getting so slow, so if you want to head home, you can, but if you mop the floor, you can make yourself a pizza and take it home. So you get a lot of that kind of shit, stuff you're not allowed to do.
Yeah.
Pizza Hut, if they hear this, they're probably like, we don't fucking allow that. But it was a franchise, so the owner could do whatever he wants. Although that wasn't the owner telling us to do it. So, but right. Then you'd have people in the back that would place phony orders because they were hungry, didn't have any money, so they place a phony order. Then like an hour later, when nobody came and got the pizza, they'd be like, okay, put it in the back, everybody can eat it. The best part is,
what a great idea.
I know, the best part is we were in a tourist area, so what you do is you do trading with other restaurants. So you call up KFC, be like, hey, you want to trade $40 worth of pizza for $40 worth of your shit, and then we'd always swap with different restaurants like that. So
wow.
The best is in Lancaster. There was a massage parlor that everybody knew. It's a massage parlor. So yeah, it's called massaging, the dick with the inside of their pussy. So that, cause they got busted multiple times for that shit. So basically,
so we're talking like happy endings in the whole nine at this place, right? That's what we're saying?
Absolutely. I've always heard, because they got busted so many times by the cops, right? Real skanky place, I think. But anyway,
it has to be pretty fucking skanky if you're trading a pizza for a hand job.
No. We didn't trade. I'm bringing this up for a specific reason. So they called to order pizza. So one of the guys thought he'd be a smartass and go, do you want to trade? And man, did that piss the manager off. And he called our manager and he called the owner, and he's like, they're trying to demean what we do and all. Oh my God, it was a whole. So they basically got the pizza for free and got like a couple more orders after that for free for getting pissed, because they called the one place you would think wouldn't have like a fucking problem with all this shit, and they're the ones that made the biggest stink about it. I mean, we traded with KFC, we traded with Burger King and McDonald's, and oh my God, I think
with other teenagers, you went into a massage parlor with actual adults, and they were saying, "No, I can buy my own pizza, asshole."
Yeah, I know. It was cool though. But I like how she brought up Jessie Jane when she brought up the whole strip club thing. I've been to maybe 2 strip clubs in my lifetime, and that was back when I was like 22, 23 years old back. So I was up in Greensburg, hanging out with my brother while he was going to college. I kind of did a stint up there, living with him and working, I didn't have anything going on, so I fucking lived up there. And if I don't know if anybody knows what I'm talking about. I'll go to some of them strip clubs. I wasn't impressed. I'd rather pay to keep their clothes on. My brother,
the quality that you were going to, I would imagine.
Oh my God, it was not nice. So the guy,
I'm sure of the strip club.
My brother decided. My brother, he's like, oh my God, these are not very good looking chicks, and he saw me looking at one going, she's disgusting. So my brother thought it would be funny to pay her extra to give me a lap dance. So that was the end of my strip day clubs.
So there were no Jessie Janes dancing at those
hell
strip
no.
clubs.
So like she's talking about Italy and like the premium strippers and of course herself, and yeah, there was none of that where I was at. I was more at like the food stamp strip club, like they're pregnant with a kid in one hand and taking their bra with the other.
Throwing nickels at them instead of dollar bills.
Oh yeah. So that pretty much ended my experience in any strip club. So that's not my bag. It's not my scene. So
I thought you were going to tell me that after the Pizza Hut gig, you were a stripper, is what you were going to get at.
No. The stripping Pizza Hut delivery driver. Yeah. Yeah. No way. I mean, you meet a lot of people doing that job, but it's, it's not like a porn, they don't come in and give you a tip, the kind of tip you're thinking. I mean,
so you never knocked on the door, rang the doorbell, and somebody answered naked or anything. You never got lucky like that.
The closest I ever got was a chick answered the door, big Spanish chick. She's actually pretty good looking. She was wearing like fishnet nylons for a top and was wearing nothing else, so totally see through. And she was looking at me, smiling like, "Yep, getting a good look," kind of like. And I'm like, humming. So yeah.
How old were you?
19.
Oh yeah, you had a boner like crazy. You were standing there like with your zits all over your face and
oh my
with
God,
a piece banging out from your pants. Like
So that was probably the one thing that that's why I still remember it, obviously. And then the other time I remember I delivered it. The manager got me to deliver somebody's pizza. It was really, really fucking late because the other driver couldn't find it. So he asked me to do it, and he neglected to tell me that they'd been waiting like 2 hours. So when I get to the house, the fucking guy has been smoking pot, and it smells like weed, and he fucking opens up the door, and he goes ballistic on me. He's trying to fight me, and his wife's getting in between. I'm like, I didn't even have anything to do with this. And he was like fucking small, and I don't know if I'm 6'5", fucking 280 pounds. This motherfucker ain't touching me. So I had a smirk on my face. It was kind of like, please, I want you to do it. I'll fucking lay you out. So, but he didn't, it didn't come to that. His wife stopped him because she saw what he was acting like. He was just fucking high as shit. So.
Oh yeah. Well, I guess that's enough embarrassment on your part for your jobs and stuff. I guess next week we'll go with my lovely jobs that have led me to where I'm at these days.
Yeah, well, I mean, I was a pizza driver. I know that sounds demeaning to some people. You got to do what you got to do. But I mean, next week we'll hear about Terry's street working days. What it was like to be a gay street walker back in the day.
Whoa, wait a minute. What do you mean was?
Oh, I forgot.
Who said I retired? I'm not Jesse Jane.
You're not making it like that.
Yeah, I don't have that kind of money.
Oh my God. What the fuck? So.
Yeah, what do you do?
I don't know, man. Anyway, remember what I said, man. Joe Rogan, check that shit out. I think people like the Joe Rogan experience. I know I'm digging it. I'd love to get him on.
You know what else I think they dig?
What's that?
Our website, thestatementshow.com.
Oh yeah, here's the fucking groveling. Yeah,
ooh, did you hear it? Did you see that segue? Did you see how I did that?
Yeah. It's time to grovel. It's time to grovel. Please go to our website and click on our podcast. So God.
Need you to click on the affiliates. Please buy something. We don't care.
So if you go click on the affiliate bookit.com, you get some good deals. I'm going to tell you what. So I haven't actually used it yet, but I have checked the airfare out because we're checking out some trips to England, doing travel. Some of the travel sites that have been out there. I'm not going to name any of the big ones, but doing some of the travel sites that I've used in the past. When I did bookit.com, they gave me really good pricing. So if you check out the airline tickets, you can get up to it's like what $1,500, almost $2,000 a pop for 3 people going to England or Manchester. On bookit.com, I got them for like 6 to 8. It's like somewhere between $600 and $800 depending on who you go for, and they give you the final price with taxes and fees and all the little hidden shit. It's the final price that they're giving you, so you don't go to like the fucking checkout and your price started at like $600 a ticket. So what's that? 12, 17, something like $1,700, something like that. Anyway, by the time you're done, it's like $3,000. It's like all the hidden fees and shit.
Well, that's
it's like, oh, wait a minute. Whoa. You get to the airline. It's like, wait a minute. Oh, you're wearing clothes. Oh, I'm sorry. That's going to be extra. Are you wearing those shoes? So you're going to have to take your shoes off for the security check, and you take them off, put them through the belt, and then it's like, whoa, oh, you're going to wear them. Oh, I'm sorry. But that's going to be another $100 per person charge for your shoes. So it's like all those hidden fees, because that's what airlines are doing now. When they're not dragging people off, kicking and screaming.
Wow. Oh, wow. Too soon, man. Too soon.
Too soon? Okay. But anyway, you got bookit.com.
Well, I think people are just fighting on airlines now. If they even get, remember the other day there was a fight in the airport to even get. Well, remember they were.
Oh, that's a little different though.
Spirit. They were Spirit. They got canceled or something.
Yeah,
right?
because they canceled flights and people were trying to get home, so they were all
that
fucking.
Pissed me off too, man.
I would have been pissed too, but
I would have been furious.
I don't take things to that kind of level. I don't think there's no reason to fight somebody. You get pissed off at somebody, but I think some people are just willing to get into fights for no reason. It's just there's no reason to take it that far.
Unfortunately, the video only, it kind of kicks in about halfway through, so you don't know what was let up.
You don't see the whole story, so I don't know. I think if you're going to do some traveling, though, you can go to thestatementshow.com and click the affiliate link. And I know I've said this like a broken record, but the audible.com link, they have a huge selection of audiobooks, 180,000. And right now I'm collecting all the Adam Carolla books, audiobooks. It's basically, because what I like about his books is he doesn't just read the book. He does rants and everything that aren't in the book. So the audiobooks are getting a lot more. So I have all his books. I think I get a credit soon here, so I'll probably be getting the last one that he has available, which is President Me. But Daddy Stop Talking, not Taco Bell material. I've got Kevin Smith's book. I've got Arnold Schwarzenegger's book. He starts it off by reading it. But most of the people here, they're reading their own stuff, which is kind of cool too. So
I think if you bring up Adam Carolla one more time, we're going to actually lose listeners. Do you know that? People are going to want to actually kill you if you talk about Adam Carolla one more time.
So go to Amazon.com. We have our link. We have our link on our website, the Amazon link, and you can go and buy the documentary on Paul Newman's driving career, which Adam Carolla produced.
Adam Carolla has a construction business. Adam Carolla goes to the grocery store on Thursdays.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm going to tell you what though. It's just what I like about him is the effortless, the way he does his shows. It just seemed for him to be effortless. Like he'll just do a rant talk. I'm going to tell you, I think the most successful podcasts are the people who are honest. So you can tell when people listen, they can hear when it feels like you're hiding shit, when you're not being honest or open with the audience. And I think people want to hear the real shit. They want to know what's going on in your life. And when you hide that away, that's what I think part of the problem is. So,
you want honesty, Zach? I'm going to give you honesty. You can catch us on Twitter at The Statement Show, Facebook at The Statement Show, Instagram at Statement Show. Remember, thestatementshow.com. Now,
iTunes.
Honesty.
All right. So you need to go on iTunes. You need to give us a review, but subscribe to the show. And that's iTunes. We're on there, The Statement. So some of them are The Statement. Some of them are The Statement Show. It just seemed to be how stuff's available. That, how it is. So
if you get confused, just go to the website right at the beginning, right on the very first page. Yeah. You'll see everything right there for Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, Stitcher Radio, whatever you want to listen to. iTunes, whatever. Just click on one of them.
So obviously you're listening to Jesse Jane interview on this episode, but next week we've got what's his name?
Darren James.
Yeah. So he's going to be on the Life After Porn 2. I think that's coming on Netflix.
Mm-hmm. And then in 2 weeks we have
which, by the way, I found
Gigolos.
I found that documentary on Netflix for a few hours. I think they fucked up and put it on Netflix by accident.
They did. I saw that. Yeah, that was crazy. I even made mention that they messed up.
Yeah, I didn't watch it or anything, but I don't know. I probably will give it a look.
See it. Yeah, I do want to see it.
Yeah, exactly. So we got some pretty cool guests coming up, and Terry's always got more on the way. So
trying. We're locked and loaded for the next 4 weeks, so we're good to go.
So I hope you enjoyed the interview with Jesse Jane, and hopefully we can get Alexis Texas on it. That'd be pretty cool.
Oh man,
you're right though. Jesse was cool shit.
Yeah, she's a very cool person. Every interview that I've ever seen her in, she's just so nice and so smiley and giggly, and just you root for people like that. You root for people that want to just be nice. There's so many damn rude ass people in the world now. Yeah. You get somebody like her that just is. You can just tell she has a lot of fun, and I knew she'd be a fun interview. We had a couple people asking to get her on, and believe me, between her and Alexis Texas, those are the two people we get tons of emails about. Regarding
it'd be cool to get her. Yeah, it'd be cool to get her. I mean, but again, that's Adam Carolla. Don't forget Adam Carolla's podcast.
Has Adam Carolla ever had Alexis Texas on?
Who the hell knows? Adam Carolla, Gina, and Bob Bryan, man. Those are the three regulars. But I love that fucking podcast. If you hadn't fucking figured it out.
Could you please shut the hell up about Adam Carolla?
All right, Joe Rogan Experience. Hey, that's your fault. You got me hooked on that shit.
I can't help it, man. I can't help it.
So,
all right, we've talked these guys' ears off. Let's go.
Oh, hell yeah. So remember, we're the podcast that fits the no category, and the lights are out.
See ya. I'm sure you're probably about to ask the same thing. A sex trivia guy?
The show's fucking uncensored.
Yeah, there you go.
Whatever you want.
Whatever.
This one, like, who's the most famous? Who's the most famous celebrity on your cell phone right now? Who's the most famous?
Yeah, let's ruin a career.
I don't know.
Yeah, let's totally ruin your career. Come on.
That was a big point. Now I look at the album cover and think, what the fuck was I thinking? Holy shit. So,
what the fuck, man? No, I'm just kidding.
well, I hope you enjoyed this episode of the After Dark special with Jesse Jane, and of course, me and Terry's rant half hour after that. We'd really appreciate if you could check out our website, thestatementshow.com. Click the affiliate link, help support the show. Also, check out the other After Dark specials that we have on there, as well as our regular podcast section, which is fantastic. I guarantee you're going to love it. Great guests, great conversation. Anyway, you can follow us on Twitter at Statement Show. You can subscribe and leave reviews for us on iTunes, The Statement, YouTube, The Statement Show. Follow us on Facebook at The Statement Show. And of course, we're on Instagram, The Statement Show. Also, our website, thestatementshow.com, has all these links on the front page. So if you just want to save yourself the hassle and go there, go ahead. Anyway, the lights are out.